Hey guys, I'm Rebecca Kennedy and welcome to your core challenge. I have a slew of challenges for your entire core today so we can get started on that flat stomach that you've been craving, get back into those skinny jeans and start working on that six pack. So no matter what level you're at, there's something that's going to be in here for you and you can continue on challenging yourself until you're up to the most advanced level. So let's get started. Take one step up, followed by the next. Get into your stance, take a wide hip distance apart stance, toes facing forward, knees nice and soft. Hips again neutral, core is nice and tight, shoulders are up and back, chest is lifted, and our head's in line with our spine. We're ready to go. So you're gonna give me hands up. I want a deep breath in, count for 4 back, and out through the mouth. Do that again with me. In through your nose, and exhale, squeeze the belly out through your mouth. Now, if you notice, just by standing here, you feel your entire body engage. And then when you start really focusing on your breath, you're gonna feel your core pick up too. So every movement today is working on not only stability, but working the entire movement of that spine, whether it's flexion or whether it's extending it backwards. So we really want the core to initiate all that movement. And where it starts is right here. In through the nose again. And exhale it out through the mouth. Awesome. Let's get down to business. I want hands go behind the head. Give me a bend over, elbow drops down, and we raise up. Opposite side, up and back to center. Leading with the elbow, keeping the head nice and neutral, keeping the hips in line, and really pressing down through that opposite foot. One more on the opposite side. Bring it back to center, bring the hips down, and give me a basic in place. Good, so make sure you're staying centered. We're gonna work on our obliques, side and side. We're getting that lateral movement. Bring that left foot in front. Make sure your toes are in line with your knees. Chest still faces me. Switch sides. We're gonna double it up. 4, 3, 2 each side, double bounce, go. Making sure that the upper body's not twisting you. 4 more right here. Movement starts from the core. 3, 2 singles, nice and quick. It's okay to let those hands come off a little bit. Another set of 8 right here. Keep that chest lifted, heads back. Hold it basic, center. Woo. Warm it all the way up. Looking good. Hold it down. Step one foot off, followed by the next. We're ready to take it on and off. Hands go up, keep them up. Step high knee. Step touch. Nice and slow. Step high knee. Step and touch. 2 more, nice and slow. Step and touch. Last one. We're gonna go nice and quick for 8. Pull those elbows in. So bring your shoulders forward, down towards your knee. Give me that crunch. 2 more. Nice and slow on the right leg. Here we go. Step, lift, step, touch. Good. So if you think about a nice pane of glass behind you, you're gonna be up against it here and lift your shoulders off away from it. Quick. 4 more. Don't forget about that breath. We're right at the beginning. Keep using it. March it out in place. Facing the side. Toes are gonna face the front. You're gonna give me that cross knee again. Step touch. 4 more here. Hands down to that hip. Let that knee cross that body. Lead it up to the elbow. Step right here. Step, knee, step, palm. Step, knee. So that knee is gonna come across the body, squat, palm. Across, land, palm. Up. Be specific with your movement. Lower abs, obliques. Still focusing on our squat here. So we're still working our lower body tight booty and pushing through, working the upper body too. Hold it here, face it front, hands go on the hips. Rock up so your standing leg has all the weight. You should be just on the toes of your back foot. So we're nothing without a strong lower back, so we're gonna warm it up. Toe to the ground, heel to the ceiling, lift it up. 8, 7, it can touch the ground. 6, it's just gonna be there for your balance check. Keep the standing leg nice and soft. 4, 2 more here, 2 lifts. Squeeze the booty at the top. Hold it down. I want you to give me a kick, step, lunge. Kick, step. So you're reaching for the instep of your foot. Instep. Now if you can't reach your leg all the way up, that's fine. You can take it lower and just reach for the inside of your knee. Knee. Speeding it up, here we go. Stay focused, keep that breath. Or the knee. Knee. Last one, march it out. Great job, hit the other side. Pull that knee in, hands go up, get ready. Toes face the front, lead it up. So again, the knees leading up to the elbows. The way we get it up there is by using our core. Give me 4 more, why not? 3, we're gonna take that hip across the body and back palm it right here. Hip, cross. Hip, cross. A little quicker, 1, 2. Palm. Exhale on the effort. Last 2, last 1. Hold it here, face front, rock up. Get your balance nice and centered. Foot in the center, hands on the hips. Lift for 8, 7. Touch that toe for balance. Pull the belly in and back. Belly button should lead to the base of your spine here. Suck it in. Last 1, and reach and tap. Reach, tap, or hit the knee. Hit the knee again. Let's speed it up. Go to work. Kick. Four, 3, 2, last 1. March it out. Deep breath in. You feeling warmed up? I know I feel it all the way from the top of my head down to my pinky toes. Rock it side to side. Okay, we're ready to take it down into a plank series. If you're not comfortable with plank because you have bad wrists, we have modifications for you down on your forearms. You can also grab a towel if you feel like the mat needs a little extra comfort for you. So coming down to all fours right here, we're gonna start off with one fist, grab the other hand, clasp it around it. So we're gonna start in a nice inverted V position. Hands go right in the center of your mat. Take one foot back, rock back into it. Other foot meets it. We're gonna go hip twist right here. On one side of the foot, back through center, all the way to the other side. 8 each side, go to work. Keeping the focus at the top of the frame. 8 more. Be specific with your movement. Make sure you have full range of movement. Hold it here, drop the knees. Sit it back real quick. Coming back up. We're just gonna hold a plank right here. So wide fingers. Wrists should be right underneath your shoulders. And as you step up, heels should stick together. This way you're gonna squeeze your booty, and you know that you're in a straight line from your heels all the way to the head. So if your butt's up, it's too high. If it's down, it's too low. Keep it right in the middle, Goldilocks. Right here. Drop it down. Arm, arm. So we're on that forearm again. Rotate it onto one side of your hip. So your hips are off the ground. You're on the outside step of your foot. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked, feet are stacked. If that's too much for you with the feet and you need a little bit more base, go ahead and put the front top leg in front. Hip drops right here. Lower, 2. You're working your upper body at the same time. Keep breathing. Hold it up. Feet stacked back together. Bring it on down. Rest the knees. Come back to child's pose. We get another side to do. So as always, there's modifications for everything. Get set up. We're down in forearm plank. Heels are stuck together. You can have your fist right in line with your elbow. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked, feet stacked. Otherwise, you're one in front. If this is enough for you and you just want to stay here, by all means, you do not have to lower and lift. Lower and lift. But if you can, you're gonna really work those QLs. All those love handles that hang over the top of your jeans are gonna just melt off. Last one right here. Stack the feet, come back to center, drop the knees, sit on back. One last part in this plank series. Keep the fingers nice and spread. What we're looking for is going to be a modified plank all the way out into a full plank. So what that looks like is a nice little all fours frog position. Walk the feet out nice and long, take it back in. So, keeping your head nice and neutral, your gaze should be right at the top of the flexible mat. So press down, use this as a tool and press the shoulders out and away. Tucking the toes under, we're gonna start in our modified plank. Take a deep breath in. On this exhale, all I want you to do is lift the knees off the ground 1 inch. Seems like nothing. Although when you're right here, you can really, really feel those lower abs kicking in. So anything that hangs out underneath that belly button, I know that's a problem area for me. If it's a problem area for you too, this is the move you want to stick with. Get that cardio in and then really strengthen it up right here. Take that left leg back, right leg back, heels squeezing together, step it right back in, other knee in. So make sure as you're stepping back, your hips stay down. Same thing that they don't lift when you keep them up. We're gonna go out and in for 4. Ready, set, go. In. Hold it here, 4, 8, 7. We're gonna do that again. If you need to rest, take down right now. Come back up when you can. Set, go. 8, 6, 3, bring it in. Knees come down on the ground. Sit it back, flip those palms up. Get a nice counter stretch right here. We're gonna have abs of steel, King Kong. You ain't got nothing on us. Pop it on up, people. Let's get back up onto our step. Now that our core is nice and warmed up and juicy, keep your feet hip distance apart, toes in line. Our tuck jumps are on their way. Hands come up right in front of your shoulders, palms face down to the ground. This is your marker. Of course, your knees may not hit, but try not to drop your hands. Keep them where they are. And you want to lift your knees up to your hands. So if you're not comfortable jumping yet, since we're on the incline, feel free to give me single high knees. Otherwise, you're gonna take, on my cue, a double tuck jump and a nice soft landing. The way you stick it is by landing with soft knees and dropping down into it, stopping with that tush. Okay, really tighten it up. Tight abs, soft knees, and a tight tush. Here we go. Set, we're gonna go for 8. Ready, go. 1. Push. Stay center. Don't drop it down. 2 more. Last one. Hold it here. Rock side to side. We're gonna do that again, but we're gonna speed it up this time. So, if that was cool for you and you wanna stick right there, by all means, otherwise, small, low tuck jumps. Really quick, 2 counts of 8. Set, feet planted, ready, shoulders down, go to work. Don't listen to the music right here. I want you to count in your head. 4 more. and relax. Beautiful. We got one more set of 8 slow. I want you to listen for me. We're gonna be off the beat and we're gonna be holding. Power off when you hear go. Hands go up. Ready, set, go. Go, go, hold, go, go, go. Sit, sit, sit. I see you coming up. Go. Go. That's it right there. Shake out those legs. One off at a time. Shake them out here. March it out in place. Time to turn it around, guys. So keep an ear out while I turn around. You don't need to focus on me. I'll explain everything for you. Pivot around, and we're gonna start off. Coming down onto all fours. Toes can go up on the rebounder, and we're gonna be on that modified plank again. So, tuck the toes under. Shoulders are right over the wrists. Feet are hip distance apart. Walk the hands out, and when you look behind you, your feet should be right in the center of that mat, the bullseye. We're gonna bring one knee into the chest, switch it out. Switch, switch. This is gonna go nice and quick. 2 sets of 8, mountain climbers. Try not to lift that booty up. Ready, set, squeeze it tight, let's go. Eight more. 7. Breathe through it. Oh, drop those knees one at a time. Excellent work. Swing them around and take a nice seat up on top. Your booty should now be right in the center, has taken the place of your feet. We're gonna go for a booty bounce. Both feet down, one foot lifted, the other foot lifted. The way we keep the bounce going is not by momentum, except it will be there, but by engaging our core, keeping our chest up and slightly hinged back. Press into the heel. When you lift your feet, your toes can be lifted. This way your lower abs will be engaged even more. Okie dokie. Deep breath in. Are you set? Bounce it out. 8, 7, 6. Work to stay up there. 4, 3, 2, 1 leg lift. 7, 5, 3. Get ready to switch. Here it comes. Keep your gaze forward. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. No feet. Just kidding. We're not doing no feet today. Okay. It's a little too advanced. So we're gonna stick our feet right back up from where we came from. Flat hands down. We always want to have flat hands. We're gonna go into our inchworm. So starting off in a beautiful long plank from head to toe. Walk the hands, extending the hips all the way up. Hands walk back to the base of the mat. All the way back out. Hands walk in. Hands walk out. In, 2, 3, hold, out, 2, 3. You got 4 more. Hold it here. Hold it here. Really, really, really pull back. Send the belly button back. Now you might feel like you're doing it, but unless you're actually thinking about your core, putting your mind on your body, you may not be doing it. Think about it. Hold it out right here. Step 1 foot down, then the next. Excellent. Quick stretch right here. Left arm comes across, pull it in from the top. You can rock your head over to the side. Stretch it out. Wide palms right here. Other hand comes across. Drop the head over to the side. Gorgeous release. Pat yourself in the back and let the hands come down. 1 more right here. This is a challenge for you today. These are our donkey kicks. So if you don't want to do a donkey kick, I'll give you a modification. It's going to be single leg lifts from our modified plank. Heel lifts up to the ceiling. Otherwise, take a quick peek. I'll show you one before we get started. Walk your hands all the way back so that when your feet are in the center of the mat, you're in modified plank. You're going to kick your heels up, giving all your weight to your hands and your core. Kick your butt, send it right back down. kick your butt, send it right back down. It's slow. This is your modified version. Keeping the knees low, extending from the hip, sending the heel up with the glute. Okay. Tight glutes, people. Tight, tight cores. Here we go. We're gonna go straight through for 8 on my count. Deep breath in. And smile. Here we go. Lift those knees. Donkey kick. Hip. 2. Soft landings. 4 more. Ha. Try not to arch. Last one. Ah, good job. You can stand it on up. And we're gonna get ready to lay it on down to get funky with it. So let's just take a really quick stretch. We're gonna arch it all the way up. And we're gonna roll it all the way down. Hang out here for a second. You can bend those knees. Roll it on up. Let's reverse it. Arch it again. Last time we're gonna roll down. Bend the knees and roll it on up. Okay, it's time to get down to business, literally. Take a seat down. We're gonna lay all the way on our back with our head skimming the top of the mat. So hands can either have 2 positions. On either side of your head, elbows leading up to the ceiling, or pushing down on the bottom in a low V of the frame of the rebound. So whatever's more comfortable for you. I prefer my hands up at top. I have a better grip. This way I can really engage my abs more when I take my feet up into tabletop, and I'm gonna extend them all the way up to the ceiling. Now, if you can't have your feet straight when they're above your hips, you can take a slight bend in the knee. Right now, we're gonna drop one leg at a time and lift it on up. So these are our candlestick drops. Modified candlestick. We're at that incline. You can really feel those abs working to lower and lift. So let's take an inhale down. Exhale, lift. I'm gonna get quiet for a second. Focus on my breath. Last one. Bring the knees into the chest. Feet go flat on the floor. Stretch the knees down to the ground. That's a release in the hip flexors right here, top of the quads. Sit it on back. We're gonna do another modified candlestick, so lay it back down right where you came from. Choose your hand positioning, whatever's most comfortable, and get back into that same position. I wanna try for some hip lifts right here, and if it's enough for you to just hold your feet up here, then just work on holding that isometric balance. It's still gonna work on stabilizing your core, so you're still good to go. I prefer that over dogging it any day. Stay up and stay consistent. Hips lift, get the booty off the mat. Drop, lift, drop. Two more. Really work for it. Exhale on that lift. Knees into the chest. Give you one more stretch out here. We got one more movement facing back this way, our windshield wipers. So this time your hands can definitely come down into that low V. Let the head rest. The higher up that you are, the easier it's gonna be. Just watch that you don't slide down. Push out of your shoulders and engage those abs. So push away, lift one knee at a time, followed by the next, and your knee should be right over your hips. Toes stuck together, just like you're holding a piece of paper between those thighs. Let the knees slide over to one side, keeping your shoulders on the mat, and bring it right back onto center. So I don't want your shoulders to lift, although your hip can lift off the ground. Side, center, push, side, center. This is nice and slow. Slow for control. Breathe. Love it, ladies. We want to whittle those waists. Now, I know we're all looking for that hourglass figure. This is where we get it. You got to shape it yourself, work for it. I know you got your diets in check. If not, look into it. Start drinking some more water. Get these windshield wipers in, baby. Drop those knees down one at a time. And last time, take that stretch. Knees down to the floor. Really open up those hip flexors. Beautiful. So we're still gonna lay down, but go for a hair second and flip it around so you're coming to the center. in front of your rebounder. Now, I want to up my resistance a little bit, so I'm going to grab my sandbags. You don't have to do this, but just to kick it up a notch, we're nearing the end anyhow, so you might as well get in that extra work if you're already here anyways, right? So sit back, and the way we're going to do this is by feet down on the floor. If your legs aren't not long enough, you can put your toes down, lift the heels. We want to lock in the frame underneath our knees. So this way, when we hinge back, not only if you're not strong enough right here in your core, you have another way to hold yourself up. So let's get down to business. One hand is going to be all the way down, out to the side. We're going to take 2 exhales to get up. Take an inhale right here. Half get up. We're going to lift, lift, lower, lower. 4 on each side. Lower, inhale, exhale, up. Arm stays above the shoulder here and all the way above the head. Switch hands now. Lift, lift, down, down. Try not to use that opposite hand to get up.